We move on to our 6.3, a presentation of proclamation designating the week of July 20th through 26th, 2025 as Probation Services Week here in Lake County. Vice Chair Rasmussen will be reading this proclamation, and if you're here on behalf of this proclamation, please come up and stand with Vice Chair Rasmussen.
Good morning. There's a cow?
Go in the bathroom. Probation officers, did you?
Yeah, they do fill the room.
I wish we had this being law enforcement.
Come down by me,
When they all
Jeremy.
show up.
Hey.
Got everybody? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, good morning. I'm honored to be able to read this proclamation. And this is a proclamation designating the week of July 20th through 26th, 2025 as Probation Services Week in Lake County. Whereas the Lake County Probation Department's purpose is to improve the quality of life of individuals in Lake County by enhancing public safety, acknowledging staff accomplishments, assisting victims, and offering hope of a more productive lifestyle for those on supervision. And whereas probation professionals play a unique and essential role in the criminal and juvenile justice systems, keeping communities safe by providing justice-involved individuals with accountability, support, services, and tools necessary to safely and successfully re-enter society. And whereas probation departments serve as key connectors within the justice system and the community, maximizing the resources available through courts, local governments, law enforcement, social services, behavioral health providers, schools, crime survivor organizations, and nonprofit agencies. And whereas comprehensive training equips probation professionals to manage the trauma and complex needs of offenders while safely connecting them to the support and supervision necessary for successful reentry. And whereas probation departments have a profound impact on the community's safety and well-being by addressing the root causes of crime through individualized supervision and support that reduce recidivism. And whereas probation fosters a safer, healthier Lake County by ensuring that individuals serving their sentences within our communities or those re-entering communities after incarceration are equipped with the tools, services, support, and supervision they need to be safe and successful. And whereas we recognize and commend the critical role of Lake County's probation professionals and celebrate Probation Services Week in honor of their ongoing dedication to justice, rehabilitation, and community safety. Now, therefore, let it be proclaimed, the Lake County Board of Supervisors designate July 20th through 26th, 2025 as Probation Services Week to highlight Lake County's probation's immense contributions to the community, and passed and adopted this 22nd day of July and signed by our chair, E.J. Crandall. Thank you. And I know you have partner agency here as well, behavioral health, and anyone else. We also appreciate their integrated work with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Board of Supervisors and Chair Crandall. I do want to start with maybe not a high note, but our industry this month has had two tragedies fall it. And I think during this time where we highlight the work our team does every day, I want to acknowledge those two things. On July 10th, Joshua Bird, a parole officer in Alameda County, was shot at the parole office and lost his life. He had a wife and 3 children. And San Joaquin Deputy Probation Officer James Christensen, on the same day, was set on fire at the probation office in San Joaquin County, and he is still hospitalized and recovering from his injuries. And it just is a highlight on the incredibly dangerous work our staff does every day. They come in and they're dedicated to making Lake County safe and changing people's lives. And that's what they do. They do it with big hearts, with dedication, and they're here tirelessly every day. And I'm very proud to work with each and every one of them and all of our partnering agencies. And we just are so thankful for this proclamation today. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to not to cry. Hi, Elise Jones. I'm the director of Lake County Behavioral Health, and I've had the privilege and honor of working with Chief Deputy Probation Officer Monfrans, as well as many other people, and it. I think we're actually a model. Is it good now, Sam? Okay. A model of how to work together. In the state of California, to be honest. Some of you may know, but some of you may not, that we actually live together. We're co-located in an office building in the Lower Lake area, which is really great because we serve a lot of the same people. And so now we can just walk down the hall and talk to each other, coordinate. So that's just one of the many ways that we've partnered together over the years, but we wouldn't have gotten to that really great place unless we had such strong working relationships. And I know firsthand, we have a lot of staff at Behavioral Health that have came through Lake County Probation. One of them is here today, and there are others who are in all the way in the front lines. Working with people to leadership, and that is a testament to the work that probation does in developing people who find themselves again, find their own power, and allowing them a way to make better choices in service of our community. So just thank you so much.
Hey y'all, my name is Mountain. Some of you might know me from my radio shows. Some of you might know that I work for Lake County Behavioral Health as a peer support specialist. But there was a time, actually 6 years, 8 months, and 3 weeks ago, I was actually a client. And I'll tell you, I came out of prison. Officer Morphin was my parole officer, and I had not a clue what I was going to do. And but I did know this: I wasn't going to use anymore, and I wasn't going to come back. And what I wanted was for him to show me a little respect, and he did. And with that, I showed him respect. The respect I get, and I get it every day from you guys when I work with you and with the community, it was earned, and it was that respect I had to earn it because I had to be another way. But you guys taught me that, and I thank all you guys for loving me and respecting me and guiding me. At this point in my life, I work for Lake County Behavioral Health. I'm also now working with the Justice of All team. I never had that dream because I didn't think it was possible. I'll tell you a quick little story because it means a lot to me. When I started working for Lake County Behavioral Health, Officer Morphin see me at a pit count. And he goes, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And I go, "I'm starting to work with these guys." And he got all emotional, and I got emotional. And that was the respect I needed. That was the thing I needed to drive me to say, you know what, I can do this. And then through the years, I've talked to you, I've talked to many people, and they just treat me like I'm not that old outlaw I used to be. And so the biggest thing I get out of working with you guys is that you motivate me because you show me love and respect so I can go on. And now, today, I get to sit in the judges' chambers and work with the court system. And I'm a different part of the court system, all because of you guys. And with that said, I just want to, thank you all.
Okay. So I just wanted, Rachel Dillman Parsons, Lake County Social Services Director. I just wanted to take a moment to thank Wendy and her entire team for the support they provide to child welfare services and making our families and children stronger and safer in Lake County. So thank you all for everything you do to partner with us.
If there's anyone from the public, please come up. We'll go that. Yes, please come up, sir.
Good morning. My name is Alexander Ariola. I want to thank you guys for having me today. I am here to talk about some of the chapters of my life and some of the things I have endured. I grew up in Modesto, California with my brother and raised by a single mother. My dad was in and out of my life, so I never had a really father figure growing up. Without him in my life, I escaped to the streets. My mom was always working and there was no one in my life to teach me right from wrong. I basically went to the streets for comfort and found my way in and out of the system. The elders and the folks I looked up to in my life were older men who showed me love and support and loyalty. At this point, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I found myself being raised by gang members, and I looked up to them as father figures. They taught me how to function on the same level together as a neighborhood and to commit crimes together like a family. At that time in my life, I created revenue for the gang and supported their habits. I thought this was something I wanted to be part of. At age 11, I began going to juvenile hall for stealing cars, possessing firearms, stabbing rival gang members, and assaults. From this point on, I became a ward of the courts. I was sent in and out of group homes, and I ran from two of the group homes I was sent to. I was on the run for about 2 months before I was caught. Eventually, I was caught and sentenced to 118 months in California youth prison. All I knew growing up was violence and assaults. That was normal to me. It's all I knew at this time in my life. Every day in CYA was filled with riots and fights. It became my way of life. The way I was taught to resolve any conflict was with any type of violence. In that world, if you don't react the way you would become a victim yourself. I was discharged from CYA after 2 years and 3 months without any violence in the facility for the prior 3 months. I ended up on adult probation, Stanislaus County at age 19. I was still very active in the gang life at that time. I was sucked in by money, power, greed, and what the gang life provided me. I became a target of the gang task force and was eventually arrested just for my association with other gang members and who I was working and hanging with. I have spent very little time in county jail. I ended up taking a deal for 3 years in state prison for a robbery I committed at age 21. I did 2 years and 10 months in state prison for that case. I discharged on parole at age 24. 5 months later, I found myself going back to prison for a year and 8 months. During my last 6 months of incarceration, my brother had gone out of prison and was living with my mom. He was very involved in gang life as well. Because of his lifestyle, my mother's house was shot 27 times. At this moment, I grew distant from the gang lifestyle and began to think the way I was living my life. I began to look towards the future and realize all the loyalty that was preached to me was all false propaganda. When I was released from prison the second time, I was on PRCS in Stanislaus County. I decided the only way I could change my life was to change my environment. I transferred my PRCS to Lake County where I moved with my wife and daughter. My past experiences on probation, parole, and PRCS, I felt just like a number. Moving to Lake County has changed my experience within the system. I used to run from supervision because I didn't trust that I was getting the help I needed. Since moving to Lake County, I have a personal relationship with my PO. Since moving here, my PO and I talk every couple of weeks, and he has supported me in getting my driver's license and finding a job. He has taught me nothing happens overnight, and through his support, things are starting to fall in place. I am learning to think about the long term of being part of society and giving up my gang lifestyle. Within the time frame of supervision in Lake County, I have taken advantage of their tattoo removal program. This was not easy. This was not an easy decision for me because my tattoos were earned. I have to learn to let go of my pride that I had once for my gang and focus on the future of my family. And I realize if I don't break the cycle, I will not be present in my daughter's life the way my father was not present in mine. If I continue to choose the way of living that I used to, I will never be successful. I am now focusing on my family, doing what's right, and being present in their lives. Thank you for having me. I appreciate your time.
Anyone from the public still want to come up? You still have an opportunity. All right.
My name is Jordan Garcia, and I used to do lots of bad things when I was younger, and used to hang out with the wrong people. Used to just I got a good set of parents, but I was just not pay attention to them, not listen, just go to school, not do anything in school, and would just hang out with the wrong kids, and then got into some big problems where school could have been gone for a long time, made my family sad, and that made me sad. So I was trying to do better for my mom and dad. You know, they raised me pretty good, and so I don't know how to really explain it. My bad, but yeah. So me getting into a bad situation really changed my life because I don't know how to explain it. My bad, but
You speak from your heart. You're doing good.
yeah. So me getting into a bad situation changed my life. I went to jail. Could have gone to jail for a long time. Made my parents sad. Nah. So that changed me, how I would view things, and it changed the way how I view a lot of things. Used to just always be outside doing bad things with my friends until I got into that situation. And that changed the way I started viewing things. Went to jail for a little bit, got out, decided never want to go back, don't want to make my family go through things again for my dumb decisions. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it well. It's just, my bad. I just don't know.
You did great. You're doing great.
So, me going through all that made my family, everyone in my family, go through it with me too. Miss my family every day that I was in jail because of the bad decisions I did. And had my family it wasn't just me going through the problems. It was my family too. They had their son doing dumb decisions they shouldn't be doing. And so, my bad, I just don't know how to explain it. I'm not a good speaker. So, me getting out and realizing the dumb decisions isn't a good way of living life, I decided to change my lifestyle and go to school, stop hanging with bad influences, got a job. I'm trying to do better in life for my parents and my family. Yeah, my bad, I just don't know how to explain it well. Yeah, my bad.
there any other public input or anyone that'd like to come up and speak?
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
Come on up.
You're all parole officers? Probation? My name is Matthew Monk, and I come from Butte, Glenn County. I got 5 times in prison under a C number, so it's been a long time, okay? If it wouldn't have been for the cops and probation parole in Glenn County, I wouldn't be here. I'd be doing a life sentence, you know, for stuff, okay? Why the officers decided to help me, I don't know. They seen me fighting for my kids. When you started talking, man, I was trying to keep from crying back there. I'm 65 years old, and this is my first meeting. I came down here to see what y'all look like, okay? Because I've been conspiracy theorist for 40 years, talking shit about the government, and then it was brought to my attention a couple weeks ago, I really don't know anything about my government. So that's why I'm down here, and congratulations, both of you guys. You know, don't stop, because I'm 65, I ain't quitting, but thank you. I just want to say thank you, seriously. You know, appreciate you.
That's awesome. Is there anyone else that would like to come up and speak? If you're on Zoom, please unmute and state your name for the record, and then go ahead and say what's on your mind.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Angela Amaral. I just want to say that Lake County is fortunate to have such a great probation department. Lake County Probation Department focuses on helping people, not just enforcing the law. They go above and beyond to help people to become better people into society, and they stay actively involved. Those of you that remember my name know who you are. Kevin, I see you. And I can't thank you guys enough for all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for him? Do we have any other? No? All right, I will close public input at this time, and we'll let the board speak if there's anything. I know that I'll start out and say that really grateful to see the collaboration between behavioral health, probation, and other agencies, you know, social services. I know the sheriff's department that gets involved as well. We're starting to get into another era or new era where we understand that a lot of these things that people do, that we do, you know, I'm not exempt from having a troubled life. A lot of things that we do comes from our upbringing, and a lot of things that happen as children or things that we never were taught. Parenting, I can speak for myself. My mother didn't know how to be a parent. She had me at 15. So with that, you know, we have hard lives. We do these things. Other relatives that I have on the rancheria, or even when I lived in the city, it was a lot of had to do with parenting, a lot of examples. And so we want to belong. We want to go around people no matter what their goal is in life. If it's bad and it's stealing or it's, you know, gang life, as long as we feel accepted, that's what we care about. You know, that's what we're looking for. And so working to have that collaboration gives the opportunity to really get to the root of that, so there's no recidivism. It's a very hard situation, but really glad that you're all here, and really glad you do the work you do. And thank you for coming up and speaking. You're very brave, and just keep up the good work, you know, and break that cycle. You know, break that cycle for your children and for your nephews, nieces, or cousins, or whoever. You know, and sir, thanks for coming up and sharing your story on the side over here.
Glenn County.
Any other supervisors? Supervisor Sabatier?
Yeah, I'll keep it short just because I think the presentation speaks for itself. Appreciate the programs that are being run through the probation department. It is being highlighted in the state. I know Director Jones mentioned that we can use this as an example throughout the state. CSAC highlighted the program, called me and said, oh my God, what's happening in your county? So it's amazing that we're doing the work that we're doing, trying to change people's lives. The two folks that came up and shared their story, thank you very much for sharing your story. Part of my job job is to take phone calls and help folks and connect folks. And it's not just businesses and other politicians and people like that. It's everybody. So we have a card outside. I don't really care if you live in the city of Clear Lake, where I represent, or somewhere else. Reach out to one of us if there's anything that you ever need. We can help guide you and provide you connections to jobs and other things like that that we want to help you with. At least I want to help you with. So please take advantage that you're here. We're here for you, not the opposite. So thank you.
Go ahead, Marilyn.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody, our probation officers. You guys are obviously doing an amazing job, and you've touched a lot of lives, and you can see the fruits of your labor right here in this room. For those that got up and spoke that have been through the system on the other side, that was a huge testament. We have somebody working for us now. Is it Mountain?
Yeah.
And we have somebody coming in from Glenn County, and we have a couple of others in the audience. And you know what? I was fighting tears listening to you guys talk. So that was huge. And so this is a testament to how many lives you have changed and going down the right road. And I'd say kudos and keep up the good work. And I'm really proud of all of you. Thank you.
Supervisor Pyska?
Well, and thank you for all your work on the front lines every day, because you are the face that people see, and it's your hand that's holding these folks' hands as they walk through the system. And with behavioral health, I mean, I always say collaboration is our superpower in this county, and we're getting really good at it. And I do also want to mention that I had someone reach out to me about 2 weeks ago that he called me, I think it was 3 years ago, really desperate for help, and has been through multiple of our departments. And he reached out a few weeks ago to let me know that he's clean and sober. He's gone through Hilltop, and he is working on getting his children back. And it's all because of your help. So thank you so much.
You good, Bill? All right. All right. Well, is there any closing remarks that you would like to know? All right. Well, Sam, I think we're ready for a picture here.
Does she want to, do you want to come up here with us?
I think she's trying to say you're short.
I said shorty.
I think it's you. Move over.
Every Saturday morning. That voice. Emily's dad, that's the identity. The identity